Hello and welcome to this practice exam conducted by the British American Resource Center. My name is Maruf and I'm your practice examiner. These questions have been designed to simulate the IELTS speaking test. So let's begin. What is your full name?
My full name is Luca Richter.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me Luca.
At the beginning of the IELTS test, you'd be required to provide a passport or an ID, but as this is just a practice exam, you don't need to provide any ID or any passport. Now, in the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you like walking?
I love walking, especially hiking in beautiful mountains, yes.
Great. Do you like to walk on your own or with others?
Definitely with others. I enjoy groups of people, and I feel like sharing those moments with others is just special to me.
Would you say that city is a good place for walking?
Yes, I think a city is a beautiful place to walk. It can be dangerous in certain parts of the world, so I wouldn't suggest it to everyone. But yes, I think cities are good places for walking.
Do people walk a lot in your country?
I do think they walk a lot, especially hiking and more for pleasure. Yes, so in that instance, I would say yes.
Do you think walking is important?
Of course, it's important, not just for fitness, but also for your mental well being.
Do you think you'll keep walking as a part of your routine in the future?
I definitely will. It's not something I will stop doing because it's something that I enjoy so much. So, yes, I will.
What do you think walking is better in the countryside than walking in the city?
Yes, I find the countryside so much prettier. So I would be biased and definitely say walking in the country is more peaceful and satisfying for me.
What could be done to improve the experience of walking in the cities?
I think just making it safe, having maybe some security measures in place, I think is one thing that the governments could definitely do to make it more comfortable for people. And then adding some extra things to make it interesting. So maybe a nice water feature where someone can go and sit and have a peaceful time and maybe reflect back on their past. Just creating these small things in cities definitely creates a better walking experience.
Thank you. This is the end of part one. Let's move on to part two. In this part, I'm going to give you a topic and you have to talk about it for 1 or 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Where is the topic? Describe an open air or street market which you enjoyed visiting. From now, your time starts. Okay, so remember you have 1 or 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. So would you like to start speaking now?
So there's this little market in my hometown, which I love visiting when I'm there. It's usually a restaurant with a few arty shops, but on Wednesdays they have an open air market where people from outside can come and display their products. So a few farmers would come and have their fresh produce. They have live music, which creates this wonderful atmosphere. And people can sit and enjoy food, listen to the music. see some paintings and arty things that are displayed. So that's one of the markets I really enjoy, just because it's such a comfortable place. They also allow dogs. And I think this makes it a great environment. It makes it feel like it's a homely environment.
Let's move on to part 3, and I have several questions in this part. Do people in your country enjoy going to open air markets that sells things like food, clothes, or all things?
Absolutely. Especially when markets create a wonderful environment where there's live music playing and they create this atmosphere where people feel comfortable. So they keep people there longer. And I think you can browse through interesting things and interesting clothing shops that you don't normally get at a normal retail shop. So I think South Africans definitely enjoy open air markets.
Which type of market is more popular in your country?
So, because South Africa is such a diverse country, it depends on where you are. Speaking from my experience, we have a lot of farms in our region. So, farmers markets are very popular and showcasing that type of fresh produce. That's very important in our area.
Do you think young people feel the same way about shopping at markets as older people?
No, I don't think they feel the same. I think younger people are a lot more technologically advanced. And I think this
Right.
definitely affects their market shopping experience. So they enjoy having the flexibility of choosing more options. And I think that's something that online shopping offers them.
Right.
I think that older people definitely tend to put more value on the environment and touching things and seeing the quality of the thing that they are buying. So I think they put a lot more
Right.
trust in seeing and being there than younger people do. So I think that would be the big difference for me in the two generations.
Right. What do you think are the advantages of buying things from shops rather than markets?
Shops create a more comfortable environment, especially in adverse weather. I think it just makes it easier for them to be able to control the air conditioning, the lighting, the seating.
Right.
So you don't have to worry, is there a seat available for me, like there would be when you're at a market, or maybe the weather condition changes. So that's definitely the advantage, I would say, for shopping in a shop rather than at a market.
How does advertising influence what people choose to buy?
Advertisers are very clever. So they manipulate in a way by showing and influencing emotions. So I think advertisers have become very clever in their marketing and they play on these sweet talk, if I can mention that. So, yes, I think that's a way that they manipulate and convince people to buy their product.
Is this true for everyone?
I definitely don't think it's true for everyone. So, depending on someone's background, their education that they had, I would say some people are more influenced and some people are less influenced by advertising strategies.
Right. So, my last question is, do you think that any recent changes in the way people live have affected general shopping habits? And why is this?
Yes, I think global changes have definitely influenced people and the way that their lifestyles are lived. So I think the pandemic of COVID-19 has showed people that online shopping can be trusted, where it may have been something that people were a bit afraid of. They definitely are now more open to online and e commerce shopping. And I think another thing is that people have become more accustomed to comfortable dressing. So I don't want to dress up just to go buy one thing at the shop. I'd rather put it in my basket on Take-A-Lot or a different online shopping platform. And this has created a big thing as well for the industry.
Thank you very much, Luca. Thanks a lot for joining us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.